Boston, Saturday, June 27th. Cold Hard Steel meets United Rivalry as John Cena battles Rusev for the United States Championship in a steel cage match. Plus, Seth Rollins collides with Roman Reigns for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. It's WWE Super Show, Saturday, June 27th. Tickets and DVD packages available this Saturday.
You already know Kowloon Restaurant, established in 1950 and spanning 4 generations, serves a multi-Asian menu. Did you also know that Kowloon Restaurant is New England's premier Asian dining and entertainment complex, serving Cantonese, Szechuan, Thai, and Polynesian cuisine? And did you know that Kowloon Restaurant is also the home of the finest Japanese sushi? If you haven't dined at Kowloon Restaurant lately, then you simply haven't dined at Kowloon. Kowloon Restaurant, Route 1 North in Saugus.
This is Shelton Benjamin.
This is Harley Race.
This is Mick Foley.
This is Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
This is the Monster Abyss.
This is Daniel Bryan.
This is JBL, and you're watching the MWF.
Be there live.
Wrestling fans from around the corner, around the world, welcome to another installment of Wrestling Insiders. I'm Dan Marotti. Today, let's take a look back at WWE SmackDown, Thursday, May the 14th, 2015. Bray Wyatt interrupted the opening of the show, cutting a mysterious promo on Ryback after Ryback laid Bray Wyatt out on Raw this week. Dean Ambrose hit the ring, cut a promo to start the show, saying he works best alone, and he had something to say to Roman Reigns, and cue the music. Roman Reigns came through the crowd. Ambrose told him that he wasn't going to apologize. Roman said he wasn't expecting one. That night on SmackDown, they agreed to be brothers, but on Payback, Sunday night, he was bringing the big guns. Roman Reigns went for a handshake, and cue the music for Corporate Kane. He booked Sheamus against Dean Ambrose on the spot. I have a lot to say about this match. Why are two guys in featured matches on this Sunday's Payback pay-per-view wrestling each other on TV on SmackDown in a pointless match? Both guys, both Ambrose and Sheamus, should be wrestling guys that they're going to beat clean in the middle, so they're as strong as possible going into the pay-per-view. There was no reason to book Sheamus against Ambrose for Sheamus to lose clean and then go on to face Ziggler. It takes away from the Ziggler and Sheamus match. Ziggler wasn't even featured on this SmackDown. The lack of common sense really blew my mind here. Even worse, at the end of the first TV segment they were in, Sheamus threw Ambrose into the barriers. He was down and out. The ref started to count him out, and they went to a commercial break. How less important could you have made that position look? How less important could you make a count out in a match look to go to a commercial break in the middle of it? Come on. Come on. Seriously. Have you ever seen a match end during a commercial break? Why tease it at that point? Oh, don't bother to have countouts then. Anyway, after the break, they were back in the ring fighting. Sheamus went for a slam off the middle rope. Ambrose slid down his back and tripped him, and Sheamus went headfirst into the post, allowing for Ambrose to roll him up for the win. It was a solid match, but the little things really got to me here. In the back, Kane and Seth Rollins continued their tit-for-tat. Kane put Rollins in a match against Ryback as a result of it. Back in the ring, Rusev spoke about how he was going to beat John Cena Sunday. They played a loop of John Cena saying, "I quit," from one of his interviews over and over and over again. It was a decent enough spot here. We were a little long in the tongue with the amount of promos, but it is what it is. After a look at Tough Enough, Seth Rollins was in the ring. He cut a promo about Payback before Ryback made his way to the ring. As he reached ringside, Bray Wyatt flew into him out of nowhere, knocking him out. Looked like Ryback would be unable to compete, but he took a few minutes with some of the officials at ringside to take a look at him. After the commercial break we were on, I really liked the psychology in this match, where Ryback was a step off because of the pre-match attack. Seth Rollins hit him with that kick to the face from the top rope, then 2 more kicks to the head, while Ryback was on his knees for the 1-2-3. In the end, Rollins beats a credible opponent via pinfall, getting ready for his championship defense in the Fatal 4-Way at Payback, and Ryback gets much more heat going into his match with Bray Wyatt. I really like how this was executed. Next, I don't know if WWE's creative folks heard my Raw review earlier in the week, but we had the Kofi Kingston versus Tyson Kidd match I suggested. It was a short match here, but really good. with Kid making Kofi tap to the sharpshooter. Lots of outside running around again, building to a match. I'm really looking forward to it Payback, especially with the 2 out of 3 falls stipulation for the Tag Team Championship. It's amazing how low on the totem pole both teams as singles were just a few months ago, and they're truly excelling in the tag team division. After a Daniel Bryan recap from Raw, where he forfeited the Intercontinental Championship, we had yet another promo, this time from Bo Dallas, talking about the 5 stages of grief. I think the Bo Dallas gimmick has run its course, but nonetheless, he took on Neville here in singles action, fresh off of his U.S. Championship match against John Cena on Raw. King Barrett was at ringside for commentary. Excellent use of both here. Neville went over clean with the red arrow, got the 1, 2, 3, and then Wade Barrett ran him down outside of the ring to build up their pay-per-view match Sunday. That's the way to do it. It was good here. In the back, Adam Rose threw the hot dog on the floor. He said the party's over now that he's with Rosa Mendez. Could this be the end of the little posse? One can only hope, as it was one of the worst gimmicks in WWE history. In the main event, Kane attacked Roman Reigns as he was hopping over the guardrail as he did on Raw, with them battling around ringside. No count or disqualification in this one. They had to have a pinfall or a submission for it to end. They brawled in and out of the ring. They used stairs. They used some stiff kendo stick shots. I don't know if you saw Kane's back. Then they threw some tables in the ring. Roman Reigns went through the first one via a Kane chokeslam, with the veteran calling for a tombstone pile driver that he hasn't used in years. But nonetheless, surprisingly, Roman slipped out of it and hit the Superman punch, followed by a big-time spear through the table for the pin. Again, solid match, solid booking. Kane isn't wrestling on the pay-per-view Sunday, although his corporate job is on the line if Rollins doesn't retain the championship. Reigns looked real strong here, beating an established veteran, heading into a championship opportunity. His first crack at it since the WrestleMania 31 main event when Rollins cashed in his briefcase. In the back at the end of the show, Renee Young was interviewing Rollins, with Ambrose sneaking up from behind, attacking Rollins and the J&J security. Not a wise move as he began to get triple-teamed. Roman arrived backstage from the ring. He threw a cart into the heels, leaving just Ambrose and Reigns staring at each other with the belt on the floor. Roman again went for a handshake. Ambrose faked him out, picked up the belt, put it on Roman's shoulders, saying he'd win it Sunday night. Really solid segment here, too. Overall, I thought this was a really good show that moved at a brisk pace. Ambrose could have beaten so many other guys instead of Sheamus, who has a singles match again with Dolph Ziggler at Payback. Sheamus losing did nothing to help the match. Randy Orton wasn't on the show, but the other 3 guys in the Fatal 4-Way main event went over strong, which is another good thing. Rusev added more fuel to the fire in his final encounter with Cena. I thought there was great build for Ryback and Bray Wyatt. The tag team title match and the Neville-King Barrett matchup. The use of Sheamus confuses me, but good SmackDown with the pay-per-view 72 hours away. Remember, WWE Network is free for the rest of the month of May, which allows you access to both pay-per-views, along with all of the network's great features and archives. Click on the link below if you're watching this on YouTube and sign up now. You can get Payback this Sunday, May the 17th, absolutely free, and Elimination Chamber Sunday, May the 31st. Click the link below if you're watching this on YouTube and sign up now. Also, don't forget that you can help us keep the lights on by using our special links for both Amazon.com and WWEshop.com. No matter what you buy, even non-wrestling merchandise on Amazon, we get a small percentage of your purchase, and it doesn't increase the cost for you even 1 penny. We bring you tons and tons of free content. Would appreciate it greatly. We need all the help we can get, folks. Would be happy if you joined us also by subscribing for free to our YouTube channel. We are starting to close in on 800 videos for your viewing pleasure. If you enjoy what you see, share it with your friends and click the old like button so YouTube can showcase it to more and more of your fellow fans. Folks, running out of time here. Until we speak again, I hope you and yours stay well.